place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Tuesday. It's time for another Bleed Out Family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. Anyway, Ask was the first one to jump in, followed by John and Carolyn Majesco, Irene Lambert, thank you. Penny Hartleman is here. Gallagher is in the room. JT Libs, Debbie Capran, Common Sense, thank goodness, showed up again. We need all that shit we can get. Carol Lowe is in the room. Gordon Marble, Trudy Baxter, CM, Jeanette Miller, Roger Himmelwright, thank you very much. Dwayne's Music is in the room, something to listen to there. Yvette Morrison, Christina Sanchez, Adina Michael, Hallie Colquitt. I appreciate all y'all being in the room, coming around for the family meeting. Let me get this down here. Anyway, so what's going on today? Well, you see the title of the show is Donnie Takes Putin's Advice. And I'm dumbfounded, really, by the ignorance of this man, that he actually verbally came out and said what it is. He got advice from Putin. Putin gave him some advice on elections here in the United States, told him, hey, this paper ballot stuff y'all got over there, you can't handle that. That's you can't have that. So what does Donnie do? He comes home and he says he's gonna execute put an executive order out, putting a halt to paper ballots. Let that sink in for just a second while your brain calculates the fact that he can't do that. He has no control over the election process of the United States. It's state by state. It's every state has their own damn rules. He doesn't give a shit about that part, about the Constitution and the laws and all that. It's Donnie's rule is what goes in this country nowadays, and he has a Department of Justice all willing to roll with it. Are you shitting me? Yeah, he's trying to attack the election any way he can, if not by redistricting. By the way, the Democrats in Texas came back into the House here in Texas, so Republicans are going to put that vote on the floor tomorrow, I guess, to redistrict Texas so they could pull out those 5 extra seats. And J.D. Vance is making a tour around the country to other red states to get them to do the same thing. This is turning into a very bad situation, baby. We have no other choice except to respond as Democrats in blue states, is to do the same thing. Tit for tat, whatever you do, we're going to try to do the same damn thing, but it takes us down a fucked up road, a screwed up road. There ain't no sense in this shit. We're becoming a nation where politicians pick their constituents. And if we have it Donnie's way, hell, we'll be just like Russia. We'll just have president for life, and let the other little situations play out whatever way they can. But this is getting to be really ridiculous shit. How the depth to which Trump is willing to kowtow to bow down in the presence of Putin. And Ukraine is the one that's suffering for it right now. Anyway, hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. Had my earphones on today and listened to a whole bunch of junk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen to too much of it, you'll just,
Yeah, I was listening to the both of the I guess it was the House of Representatives and the Senate in California.
Right.
Talk about the redistricting plan. It was interesting. Again, like most things that are formal, and in the government it gets a little repetitious and boring because you always got that one person with Robert's Rules of Order. And usually when they're saying Robert's Rules of Order, point, whatever point, it's like, yeah, okay, we know you're just trying to drag things out and not give up. Yeah. But it was interesting.
Well, we're in a difficult situation in this country.
We are.
Because it's obvious the Republicans are going to attempt to influence the 26 elections.
Yeah.
They're going to try to rig it.
And the main point that was coming out in both of those videos that I watched today live was this isn't something that they want to do. They stressed the fact that they felt like they needed to do this to save democracy. It wasn't like they wanted to destroy all of California's normal processes of how they've already, got their districts set up and everything. They literally said this is because the man that's in our house in Washington is trying to take away all of your freedoms. And we need to do something about it. And this is what we feel like we can do.
That's exactly what it is.
It didn't go over well with everybody. There's always the ones that are on the other side because, yeah, I mean, they are mixed audience. But we'll see what happens there. They already have a lot of work put into it very quickly in terms of they just need to do the formal go through and push it through their legislative stuff. But I think the big sticking point, and they did have some good points. The other side did have some good points. It's going to cost them somewhere around $250 million to hold this one November 4th issue election. Yeah. That's about what it costs for every election, I presume, in California.
Unfortunately, it's a sad statement of our times, the amount of money that we pour into politics. Because, let's face it,
and in particular, this one ends. One also includes getting the information out quickly so that everybody understands it, so they can see it. The mail out information that they usually do when it comes to initiatives and on ballots and stuff.
To get voters to pay attention to,
Yeah, so, but they're putting that information together quite quickly. They have a lot of experts that do that stuff, working on it. They didn't obviously have it today.
This is all going to have to act pretty quickly. It's going to have to, proceed pretty quick for.
Well, they want to have the voters to actually have it in their hand for approximately 70 days before they vote.
Right.
And that should be plenty of time to mull it over.
Like Texas, they just, it was all
behind closed doors. We're just going to do that overnight. You just go to sleep, take a nap, do whatever. Yeah. We'll take care of it for you. Don't you worry, Missy. We'll take care of you. Yeah.
That's what happened.
Tired of that Missy shit.
And it is. It's about as racist bullshit as you can find. What Republicans are doing. But it just goes to show the depth of what my governor and my state legislation will go to please the Lord and Master up there at the White House.
Well, and speaking of pleasing the Lord and Master, then you've got Ohio, West Virginia, South Carolina,
Florida,
Tennessee, and where did I write that other note down? Mississippi and Louisiana.
Yep.
Are all going, oh, sure, we'll send you some National Guards. No, National Guard.
Oh, that's the National Guard list, yeah.
That's the National Guard list. So far, that's 6. Yeah, it's up to 6 now.
That's such bullshit.
It is.
Yeah, because, and you throw in the fact, like I mentioned on my rant today, that the DOJ is now investigating the numbers that were used, that they don't think the crime is as low as the percentages have said. So, it's like I said earlier, it's if you have the facts interfere with the narrative, well, get rid of the facts. And that's what he did before with the employment numbers. Kill the
Yeah.
messenger. So that's what they're doing here. They're investigating to see the corruption that the Democrats use to lower the crime rate. Really? I heard somebody says, well, made bodies just.
Oh, it's always about horsing around with numbers. Well, who horses around the most with numbers that we know? Let me
Yeah,
see.
who comes to mind
Yeah.
in that situation?
Comes right
Somebody
out of his mouth. Just
Out
right
of his
out.
ass. He pulls
Speaking
shit
of
right out of
which,
his butt. He did
What
that
game
today,
show
too.
was he on the other
Yeah.
day that he phoned a friend? How to be a billionaire. I need to phone a friend. My friend's in Russia. I'll just talk to him. He'll tell me what to do next.
That's
Good
the
Lord.
fact that he
Are
even
you
came out and
kidding
said
me?
it. That he came out and
stopped-
said it. That Vladimir Putin recommended that we do away with paper ballots. Really? Really?
He's got a room full of dignitaries, and he walks away to go talk to Putin for a minute
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he didn't know what else to do.
It shows who our president
oh.
is. He's a
Jeez.
towel boy for Putin. Whatever
Yeah.
Putin wants, that's where Trump leans.
Yeah.
The whole situation in Ukraine is. Fuck, I almost said Iraq. My memory has not gone away. The whole deal in Ukraine is a result of us not standing up strong enough and backing Ukraine to the full extent that we could have, because then Russia would have had its ass kicked right back to the borders. If we would give Zelensky the same kind of weapons to be able to hit Moscow that Russia is using to hit Kyiv, it'd be a different ball game. I think the Russian people wouldn't be able to stand that for long.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, in the meantime, while they're having and they keep calling these things summits. These aren't official summits. I'd call them gatherings, but not summits. There's a difference between a summit and what they're doing.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, while, Zelensky is sitting there in the White House, they're bombing the shit out of Ukraine still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, he's out of town. Let's go blow something up. Yeah.
Well, in town or out of town, don't matter. And last night, evidently, was a very, very bad night for Ukraine.
It was.
Yeah. So, and that's at the time when people are at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dinner time.
You keep thinking to the what Putin's ultimate gain is, because if you were to stop right now and Russia gets the land that they gained already, the Donbass region, he takes all of that, and we get a treaty. How long do you think it's going to? How many years before Putin builds up his forces right there, and does it again? It's a thing he does, and he keeps doing it over
That's
and over,
what he
and we
does.
keep thinking that we're going to get a different result every time.
Yeah, and I was listening to PBS just before I popped on the computer, and they were doing something along the line. Well, they were talking about propaganda and stuff that happened and what is still happening coming out of Russia, but they were also talking about, pushing the whole Christian and Orthodox and la la la.
Right.
I didn't realize it because I did feel like Russia was, a largely sort of Christian Orthodox thing, and no, it's like 1%, maybe.
Russian Orthodox.
1%. Well, in terms of Christian, it's way lower than what anybody thinks. There's more, I think, Muslim there than there is, Christian. They said like 1% of the population participated in Christmas services or something like that. It's like, okay. That's pretty low.
It's pretty low.
I think.
I'm an atheist and I still celebrate Christmas. Shit.
I think they meant actual church services.
Yeah, no, I don't attend that shit, but I try to have the reason for the season in my heart. Anyway, let me thank Joseph Martinez, who came in with a $5 donation and said, I am still baffled how we can't see through a damn good lie. Project 2025 told us. It was right there in front of us. We just didn't think they were going to go to that extreme. But
Oh no,
guess
it was
what?
yeah. Let's laugh at that because that's laughable, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Little did we know. Oh, and before we get on
Well,
with it, Megan Willie just came in with $5. It said Vermont's Republican governor Phil Scott has refused Trump's request to send Guard troops to D.C. That's a
good.
Republican governor, so good on him. Good on
Good on
him.
him.
Why send your why you know that's bullshit. The whole
Yeah.
this I don't know what does it show. Uh, 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 an obedience to Trump because that's what them
I don't.
governors are looking like. They're just bowing a knee. They're just bending over. Yeah, Donald, whatever you want, we'll send it to you.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, John.
Hey, I want y'all to know this guy's a troublemaker. I seen him online giving people shit.
Uh, he sent me a
I seen him
text.
online giving people shit. Yep.
I
Good
didn't
for
Don't let
you,
the
start it.
mild
Joe.
mannered outlook of you fool you there.
You
I,
just
I
caused some good trouble there.
well, I did that, but I didn't start it. It came out. It came via
Granted,
an old friend of mine, and he started talking a little crazy, so I had to set him straight.
you did a good job of it too, brother. Did an
Thank you very
excellent
much.
job of it, as a matter of fact.
You did. It was well said.
Well
Thank you.
said, well written,
And you
well
know
written.
something? I see a little. We're all in a dark tunnel, and there's a tiny, tiny light out there. And what I see in that light is a Hail Mary.
We
That
need it.
yes, I believe not the MAGAs, but the rest of the Republican Party, the people who vote, will stand up for democracy.
I'm hoping, Joe.
And
I'm hoping it's in my heart.
doesn't matter how dark it is right now. I think Trump's going to be very surprised, and so will a few senators and congressmen.
I'm getting the same feeling. I am. I'm
And
slightly optimistic that
yes,
you know
and that's why I call it a Hail Mary, because that's our last
it's our last
chance
hope. The
to save
midterms
this
right
country.
now is I want to say one of the most important elections in our history. You know, and
Yes.
it's gonna hit up there because this is gonna make a determinant factor of just how far Donnie Boy will be able to get away with shit.
And you know
He,
something, I'm into history, our recent history. I thought for sure he would not be elected.
I was the same way, Joe.
Yes, I was so
You know,
confident.
in the 2020 election.
I had
I mean,
plans.
the
You know,
24 election. I'm sorry.
yeah. I mean, well, you know,
Yeah, no, I
it's
thought Hillary was going to win, hands down.
yes.
You know, how
Well,
dare this country put it back in the hands of a moron, an idiot?
and
But
you know who else? I thought Kamala had it for sure.
oh, I did too. I
Oh
did too.
man, I was getting ready to strike up the
It
band.
changed suddenly that night, though. You
And
know
you know, there's one guy that knows the truth. One guy,
who?
and he said it. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been elected.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he knows them. He knows them computers. He
Yes.
knows those voting machines.
Yeah.
That's a direct quote
And
from
that's
our
exactly
glorious
why
leader.
Trump doesn't want those mail-in ballots. He doesn't want those ballots coming in through the mail.
You know, and that's really because I've heard this debated on the news and stuff. Actually, he did pretty damn good with the paper ballots, with mail-in voting.
Mm-hmm.
So go figure
Well,
what his
we
plan
call that
is.
we call it a Barney Five syndrome. You know, try to pull out your gun and you shoot your foot.
Shoot
That
yourself
could
in the
be
foot.
happening. That's
Well,
right.
that might end up doing it, but regardless, he can't impact that. Those are states. Each state has their own laws. It's not like he
True.
can write an executive order that covers everybody's voting in America. You know, it's just unconstitutional. But again, what does that matter? Hello,
Well,
To
Dave.
him, it's just memos. Here's a memo.
Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah,
memo.
it's just a
Here's the
memo.
memo.
The madness behind, the logic behind his madness is if he can get enough Republicans, senators, and congressmen, they're the ones that can change the law. And he's hoping that he will be president for life if he can get
That's
enough
what he's banking
of those
on.
guys. Yeah, that's
I
what he
swear.
wants.
That's what he wants. He's taking
And
advice from the guy that got it done, Putin.
that's right.
Yeah. So,
Now, I know you're not a praying person, John, and
well,
I know
I've been known to throw a few up.
but I tell you
Just-
what, I'll see you in church if he passes away before that.
I'm telling you, Joe, all it takes is one bolt of lightning, and we've had some here lately,
Oh yeah,
just one. I'd be in church every freaking day the doors open.
I'll tell you what.
Just saying.
I'll tell you what. I'll dip you in the river.
There you go. There you go. Put me in the river, buddy. Hello, Dave.
Hi everyone. Hi, Mr. Chick. Hi, Just. Hi, America. Now, once again, another Putin meeting. If you watch Russian state TV, there they are showing their glorious leader having the red carpet rolled out in America for their leader, and they are playing Trump on their state media as Putin's lackey, because I don't know who's doing their production over
Say
there.
it ain't so.
But they are making Trump look like Putin's puppet in their own state media. And this was a
Say it
win
ain't
for
so.
Putin.
That's what he looks like in our media, too. That's the sad part of
It's
this
embarrassing, guys.
It is.
It's embarrassing
because
for
it's
your
not
country.
the American people. It's not this country who wants to all of a sudden turn their back on Ukraine and just kiss Putin's ass. This is Donald Trump and his administration. That's who this is.
You've got a rogue president, and you just can't rein him in because he has set himself up to be unreined in.
He has taken control of every facet of our government. Hell, we got two FBI. Was it FBI directors now, or is it DOJ?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
DOJ, isn't it?
We got co-directors.
On the hot mic, he had the mic was turned on. He didn't realise, and he was talking to Macron from France and saying, "Putin's going to do a deal for me. He's going to do a deal for me. A chai latte, whatever. I thought a chai latte was a coffee with sugar and milk and cream and shit.
A chai latte. Means 3 lattes, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing.
But once again, Trump raved on bullshit, and no one fact checked him. We all know the best way to hurt Trump is to embarrass him.
That's
right?
been going on forever, Dave. It's sickening. That the fact that he does every time he speaks, it's full of bullshit. Every time he speaks, it's full of bullshit. He rattles on about nothing and innuendos and sort of statements, and they let him get away with it. It boggles my mind.
Here's Netanyahu running around the world accusing Australia as betraying him and other countries as betraying him because we want a state solution in Gaza. So we've betrayed Netanyahu. I'm getting to a point here. Netanyahu, Trump, and Putin, if you listen to Putin's language translated, he sounds exactly like Donald Trump to his own state media. It's fake news. The people are working against him.
They're playing off the same playbook.
Yes, exactly. But all three of them. And I think to myself, these guys are the triolate of evil. They are pure evil, and they are running the world. And they're not. And their people don't want them there. Bottom line is, if you really got the true figures, every one of these men would not get re-elected on an honest election. No.
Indeed. And that's exactly what Donnie's trying to do here. He's trying to create a situation where we won't have an election.
Well, Congress has said, we want the Epstein files. DOJ said, get fucked, basically. The Oversight Committee subpoenaed the Epstein files, and they said no. I mean, this is Congress we're talking about.
Yeah.
And DOJ has said no.
No. But they're going to have to release them. Redacted with the victims, you know. I just don't, I'm not, why do I not trust that this is a full file, that there's everything going to be brought out? Why do I feel like that?
Well, look, there's a lot of videos. If you really do the Google search, there is a lot of videos out there of victims, true victims, that are saying, we want to have voices heard. We don't want to be silenced. So this protect the victims and all this bullshit they're hiding behind is just crap. But there's so many videos coming out now of these victims saying, we want to be heard. They want their day in court. They want to point the finger.
It's their voices that mean the most in this whole thing.
But you know, the ones that are going to be redacted are the pedophiles.
That's what I'm afraid of. It's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be redacted, all right. You know,
they're only protecting the wealthy.
That's what appears to be the name of the game, is to protect names, and it's not the names of the victims. You know, that's by law.
I mean, I totally expect,
but that's not who they're trying to protect.
I totally expect to see Clinton on there, and I accept that. He was a naughty boy.
I accept it too. If he's on there, fuck him too.
Absolutely.
But bearing in mind, some people did only fly on his plane once or maybe twice for business reasons. They didn't go to his island. They chartered his plane. But a lot of people did go to that island.
Everybody should have their day in court, baby. You know, if you're accused of just being on the airplane, that's not enough. You know.
Well, America can't be seen to be supporting pedophilia.
Doesn't look good.
That's what America's saying. No, it doesn't look good. You know?
It doesn't look good if you're on the plane.
Come to America. Come to America if you're a pedophile. You're safe here. Donnie will look after you.
Sad.
You'll get a pardon.
It's sad. We're going to see, though, what comes out of this, what they refer to as the Epstein files, because we all know what they should look like. Whether or not they do.
They will be leaked. Someone will leak bits and pieces here and there, another short period of time. I think a lot of it will be leaked. I don't think good, honest FBI agents or DOJ, honest DOJ lawkeepers will not let this sit. They will leak it. Even if they lose their job, I don't think they'll care. Someone will leak it. Yeah. I mean, did you see Doge
the corruption
supposed to
doesn't
save
go
all
all
this
the way
money?
through these agencies. There are some, I'm sure, some lifetime career employees of the U.S. government that do their job every damn day, trying to do the best job they can for this country. Not all of them are Trump loyalists, but the upper management, he's trying to take control of that. Not only in directorships, but lower positions below director. Hey, let me catch up real quick because I got to catch one of these because it didn't show up. Jan Morgan came in with $10 and said, "John, is that a crystal to your right or bubble?" Oh, that's not bubble wrap, baby. That's my blue wave. That's the crescendo of my blue wave. I don't want to pick that up. That thing is heavy and it's fragile. So no, I don't want to pick that up. That's not bubble wrap. That's the cresting wave, baby, of the blue wave. And we need that wave again. And Benjamin Bowen came in with a $4 donation. It didn't pop up because it didn't make a comment. But Benjamin, I appreciate it tremendously. Yes, that is my blue wave. I'm quite proud of it. Quite proud of it. Anyway.
It does kind of look like bubble wrap.
Does it? Does it? Yeah, well, now that you mention it, it does kind of look like. But no, that's all hand-blown glass and from one of our blue dots. And I treasure it. There's I am surrounded by things this family has given me over the last 9 years, 10, whatever the fuck it's been.
Did you see ISIS' latest acquisition?
Whose latest acquisition?
ISIS' latest acquisition. I was about to say Doge wanted to save you money, but ICE have just spent $700,000 on, I think it's only 3 trucks. You know, these 4x4 black things they use?
Yeah.
They're vehicles they use. 3 of them, $500,000 plus $200,000 to wrap them in ICE banners. And on the windscreen of the new trucks, it has Trump on the windscreen.
So they're not going to hide anymore, huh?
No.
Evidently not.
On the windscreen, in gold print, it has Trump on the windscreen.
Well, I guess when the rental places won't rent you any more trucks, you might as well go blatant.
Yep.
Buy your own.
Yeah, buy your own and plaster stuff all over them.
You know.
But that's like, you know, when you put his name on the checks. I'm giving you this money years ago, you know. He put his name on that fucking check to make people think it was his money. It's all about
the show, buddy. It's all about the image, the show. You know, everything he does is choreographed to make him look good. And everybody within the Republican Party, governors and all that shit, better toe the line, or Donnie's going to come after you. I don't know why they don't grow some balls and stand up to this guy and say, no, you've gone too far on this bullshit. You've put idiots in charge of directorates all over the country. Ain't nothing getting done. Prices are going up, you idiot. What are you doing? But they're not doing that. Republicans aren't doing that. For some reason, they kowtow to them. Just bow down. Do whatever the glorious leader says.
You know, you've gone in 7 months, you've gone from an economy that the world desired and admired to an economy the world would run from in 7 months.
He's done a lot of damage in 7 months, and the economy's just one of them. You know, it's yeah. And that's going to get worse.
I've got lots of videos I've been watching of so-called, well, they are actually, they are MAGA people that realise they've been conned, and there's dozens of these videos on YouTube, and they are being interviewed mainly by those 2 funny comedian guys that what do they call them,
the good liars,
not the good liars, right? And
like
these people are saying, yes, we admit it. Yes, some of them are saying, I'm sorry, but and they're saying things like, my medicine's costing me so much more. I didn't realise. And I say, bullshit. You knew, because he told you what he was going to do. Yeah. He actually told you. He even told you about remember the healthcare, 2 weeks' time? Healthcare, 2 weeks' time? You know, after 6 years, he still never had a policy. Didn't that make you suspicious? And you vote for the bastard again.
That's right, John.
Oh, he had a policy, all right. He just wanted to shut down the marketplace, or what they call Obamacare, AMA.
It's just disappointing that he's getting away with so much, and no one's putting their foot in front of him and tripping him up. You know, good fact checking will fuck this guy.
Democrats are trying to do everything they can, but we have limited power. The Republicans
Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's doing a wonderful job lately.
He is. Zis boom ba, baby. Let's go. He's leading the charge. I'm glad.
And I hope
we need this.
I hope other blue states.
Yeah, a lot of other blue states need to step up.
Step up and hit them hard.
This is not just a single state fight. This is a national fight. This is a fight.
But you got to laugh, John. You got to laugh when Fox turn around and say on their live broadcast how immature of a state governor acting like a 5-year-old. He's acting like Trump. He's doing the same thing Trump did with tweeting back with, you know, the stuff that Trump used to tweet out, and yet Fox is saying he's an immature person, and he's acting like he shouldn't be in the job. And my God, their own fucking glorious leader is the king of stupidity on tweets.
Exactly my point.
Yep. You can't write this shit. But just how much can they take? How much bullshit can one person swallow? I'm talking about maggots. Before you realize you're being played. You're a chump. You're the mark.
Like I said
sold
before,
your soul, baby.
like I said before, just look at where I live. I knew a couple of Trumpers, and they were all happy when Trump won. I don't hear a peep out of them now. Not one.
Good. I hope they're
And
embarrassed.
as you said earlier on the show,
Because
there's
it's going to
more.
affect them.
Yes.
They're in
There's
the
more
same boat
kickback.
everybody else is around this area. Ain't nobody around here rich. Ain't
Oh.
nobody going to benefit from Trump. Everybody's
Nope.
going to be put in a bind.
I don't know. I don't know myself. I don't know one percenter. Not one.
Nope.
Not
Well,
1
I
million.
don't think any of us would know one billionaire, let alone one multi-millionaire. It's not even 1%, is it? 0.1%?
Well, when you're
I don't
getting
think
into the 1%, that's high money. That's big money. You could have $1 million
Yeah.
not be on that list.
Yeah.
That's
So
You got to be up in the billions to be in
yeah,
that
you got to
list.
be way to hell up there.
The hundreds
up
of
in-
billions.
Yeah. To be up
what
in
do they
that.
what do they call those new dollars that Trump is selling? Crypto something?
Crypto
Oh,
coin.
you mean
The
the name of
crypto
his
coins.
crypto that he's pushing?
Yeah.
I don't remember
He's got a
something.
few. He's got a
Yeah,
few.
he
He's
does have
got
a few.
Karen Trump.
Yeah, it's got
He's
a
got
T on it. I
Melania
know
Trump.
that.
Yeah, there's about
Trump
4
coin
with the
or,
Trump name on it. Yep.
It's
I
all
saw an
He's
Trump.
article
made
the other day of how much money the Trump family, has earned since he's been in the White House. I think it was like 3-point-something
Billions and billions.
billion would it be that they have profited
Billion with it.
off of the White House.
Each one of them, billions with a B.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that in itself is sad.
the sad part about it is the Supreme Court is going to be tested very shortly with a lot of cases, I think, that are going to come up in front of them, because the redistricting and redrawing the lines and all that, it's going to end up in the Supreme Court, I think.
This redistricting
Well,
thing here in Texas is drawing more than just the districting lines here in Texas. It's drawing a battle line across the state, across this country. Because that's what they've turned it into. And how
Because
can
it'll
the
be
blue
state by
states not
state.
respond? Yes.
Each
Yes,
state
it's
will in kind, so to speak, especially the red states will in kind try
Yeah,
and.
it's a bad road to go down no matter what. The loser
It
is the
is.
people.
And we can't put any faith in the Supreme Court to untangling it properly because we already know where they stand.
They're happy just watching the shit hit the fan.
Well, Trump's working them right now in the back. He's working them right now because if it goes to the Supreme Court, he's asking them right now, who's loyal to me?
He doesn't have to ask. They're already paid for.
Districts, districting itself probably needs to end up in front of the Supreme Court at some point. The court we have now, I'm not too happy. I don't think.
No,
my
kangaroo
hopes will
court.
be dashed, I think. But this whole, I'm waiting for, I don't know, Mr. Rogers to show up, or who's the guy that went to Washington? Mr. Smith goes to Washington. I don't know.
Billy
Mr.
Jack.
Smith.
Huh?
Billy Jack went.
Well,
to Washington.
I think a lot of Americans are standing out their front windows saying, I'm as mad as hell and I've had enough,
I'm hoping.
I think that's what's happening.
I'm hoping. I'm mad as hell and I've had enough, baby. So I'm hoping, because that needs to be the response from the public. We're watching the total destruction of our system of government, watching a hostile takeover of the whole election process, from redistricting to paper ballots to you know,
John, call it what it is. It's hijacking. He's hijacking the system.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
And you know, the whole I'll call it the memo. I'm not going to call it an executive order, because what his executive orders amount to is a big message to all of his red governors everywhere. He's just telling them, here's what you need to do. So this latest one with the paper ballots and no mail-in ballots, that was on there also. Who's that going to hurt the most? Seniors who can't get out to vote. And this one, John, any active military member, that including the National Guard, who might be somewhere else, not in their own state,
home
vote.
on election day.
You're not going to be able to vote, you asshole.
You can't do that, baby. It's going to be on paper. You can't do that.
What about some of those towns that only have a population of 40, 50 people that don't have a ballot any place to vote? They got to vote. They got to mail-in vote. Country towns with 20, 30, 40 people do not have ballot stations or get their votes picked up by anyone.
Yes, they do, Dave. Sorry. Yes, they do.
There's a whole list of countries that use paper ballots.
The very first one that reports on every election only has 12 people in it.
Really?
And they have a place to vote.
How do their ballots get to? How do their ballots get to the counting station? Are they counted in that town, or are they sent to a central counting place?
Well, it's sort of a mix of that. They count them there, but then the physical ballots or whatever they use, usually in that small thing, they aren't going to have one of them fancy computer things, literally get driven to the county seat to give to the. And
what if you're in Alaska or something like that? In those.
Well, then you get on a snowmobile. Come on, we have dog sleds and snowmobile.
Is that true?
No,
you get in the snowmobile and go through the snow and you find the polling station.
Or a plane or something. They have ways. Yeah.
You know,
but that's why we did depend on. I'm sorry, we did start to depend on the mail-in ballots because it made that much easier. People didn't have to go.
I recall Donald Trump saying last election cycle that he wanted mail-in ballots. I do recall one stage he said no, mail-in voting was, and then he flipped and he said, you know, mail-in voting is okay, and then he flipped back again.
Yeah, I think that has to do with the military. His military not being able to vote.
You've got to trust Putin, though, don't you? Putin's given Donny good advice about how to run elections. I mean, no one knows how to do a good election than Putin.
How to become.
And wasn't it just after he talked to Putin that he did this executive order? Yeah,
and that's the pitiful part. He said that. He actually came out and said that he talked to Putin, and he was telling me about paper ballots and mail-in ballots. That's the problem. Well, the next day he comes out with this shit. Yeah, it's right out of his mouth. So, hey, let me catch up real quick because okay, I'm trying to figure out which order to do this in. Let's do Blue Dot Greeter first. Mark came in with $5 and said, who is that statue on the left, John? Oh, and let's play this song early today. Well, the answer to that is... that's the answer to that one. And
Lewis Black.
That's Lewis Black, baby.
Cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
You know, I can hear it.
That's Lewis Black.
I can hear a great bass line in that, you know, John.
Huh?
That song, I can hear in my mind when you play it, a great bass line in the background on boom, 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 boom,
yep.
boom, boom.
Oh, it's dancing. That's dancing material.
Yeah, I'm boogieing already.
Hey, and let me thank Silly Bebo for coming in with a $5 donation and saying, and I'm proud of this lady. So damn proud, really. Nicole Collier is still being held hostage at the Capitol. She's talking about the Texas Capitol. Because she won't sign a dag-blasted permission slip and have DPS monitor her. That is it. And And let me catch, R. Hans just came in with a $20 donation. Thank you, R. Hans. It said we must protect voting rights. That's what it's going to be all down to, baby. Voting rights. Nicole Collier is the Democratic legislator who is, she slept last night in the Texas chamber. And she's still there because she won't submit. And this is the extent to what Greg Abbott has done. He has assigned DPS, Department of Public Safety, police officers to follow Democrats. I mean follow. When I say follow, I mean wherever they go. Wherever they go home, go work, go to the bathroom, physically follow them to make sure they don't leave the states. The Democrats came home on their own accord. There's none of this bullshit required. It's an exercise in my governor trying to exercise the same damn shit Donnie's doing in D.C., a police state. And it's disgusting. These people haven't broken any laws, nothing. There's no reason DPS should be following them anywhere, much less that closely. So she's taking a stand.
Didn't the GOP run off last time when Biden was in power? Didn't they run off to Cancun or something? Didn't they all run away at one stage as well?
The Republicans?
The Republicans? Yeah, no, I remember Republicans taking off when Dems had control of the Congress. I do remember them taking off to avoid a vote.
I think I vaguely remember. Yes, it's a tactic that
Yep,
it's a
they
tactic
did.
of last
They
resort.
did it. Yep.
It's not like they're actually the ones standing up for the rights of Texas, because this whole bullshit with the redistricting, this didn't go through any vote out here in Texas. No, this wasn't on the ballot anywhere. This is just the Republicans behind closed doors getting up there and drawing a map, and then all of a sudden voting on a bill on it. That's what this is. It's a hostile takeover of the state of Texas for the benefit of Donald Trump and the Republican Party. So, the Republican Party, they've lost their soul, baby. They've lost any kind of integrity they've ever had, in my book.
Well, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her. She's got the biggest balls I've ever seen.
She's showing them. She's standing up by not leaving. And ain't that pitiful? She can't do anything.
And she's suing the state of Texas.
I hope. She should. That's bullshit.
And they should be
using state resources in that way. But that's who Abbott is. Mm-hmm. Abbott is a lapdog for Donald Trump. That's it. Whatever it is that Donald Trump wants, Abbott's going to go to every length to try to please him. That's who my governor is. What do you want to know?
Abbott's
He's a jackass.
Abbott, with an executive order, can release money to help those people in Kerrville. He does not need to have it go through.
It's not a high priority on his list, evidently, yeah.
No, and he's abandoning his own constituents because most of them there are Republicans.
One of our Blue Dots posted a video of one of our state legislators here in Texas, a Democrat, standing up talking, and I can't remember everything he said, but it was a very powerful speech at the House about what the Republicans are doing and what that is costing not only Texans but America itself. And it was very heartwarming, and it fired me up. Like, yeah, we got to fight for this shit, baby.
Did you see that there's a podcaster out? He goes by the name of Coop, and he's got I think about 65 or 70,000, similar to you, a number of followers, and he's come out with a podcast which I will post in the chat later today, suggesting that there's evidence that Epstein is alive.
Oh,
here we go.
Really?
Here we go. Yeah. That's all we need. Another conspiracy theory that Epstein's alive. You know what? Yeah. He may be alive. He may be alive, but I don't think he's ever going to surface because while he's wherever he is,
again.
No.
If
He's safe.
If he is alive, he may not be for long because he's a witness.
Are you shitting me?
You know,
Exactly.
he's a witness.
Exactly.
So
I
he's
reckon
not, you know. Yeah, is
he's
he
powered
alive?
up somewhere under some fake name with a new identity. He could be in Australia. He could be in France. He could be anywhere.
Mother
With a
Russia.
few,
Mother
it
Russia.
could be. Could be. But someone's picked up the business because those pedophiles, they
Might
need
have
their
to
fix
dig
of
up a
young
body.
girls.
Let's dig up the Let's dig up the grave. Let's see who's in
But
there.
we've
Well,
got
who
to
got
keep
his
the
money?
subject going. We've got to
Who
keep
got
the subject going.
who
The
got
money,
Epstein's
his
money?
money. Yeah, well, did you hear anything? I've heard nothing. I know he had billions, or well over $1 billion.
That's one thing, and you know what? If Donny Boy, if he meets his demise, you're gonna see the whole family fighting for position.
Well,
And I
Eric
get
Trump's come out this week and said he's going to think about running for the job, president. Eric has come out and said that.
well. I don't think Eric has it. Well, the bar has been
Somebody's
lowered
saying he
very
got
low.
plastic surgery to change his appearance.
I personally
really?
think they're trying to groom Barron. That's what I think.
You think Groom
Not
Barron
not
takes
too
Donnie's
Barron
place?
needs Barron needs to be
in
an
a few
American
years.
citizen.
Well,
You know, Melania is not legal, but she came in, got
she's
a
legal
special.
She's legal.
yeah,
now.
but she got a visa on being an intelligent person. What do they call them?
Yeah. Yes.
What do they call it when someone's a rocket scientist?
Yes, I
She
know what
got
you're
one of
talking
these
about. I know what you're. Yes.
A genius.
intellectual type green card for being
Right.
an intellectual. But let me tell you, she's as dumb as a fucking piece of
And we've
horse
all
shit.
seen the pictures
She's
of how she
stupid.
got where she is.
Oh yeah,
She was a model.
and I do
all the
believe I
bed
heard
class
something. I do believe I heard that Mr. Epstein had his round with her. Now this is just hearsay, but she's been around.
I just think she's a Russian hack just in my own head. It's just probably her
Well, you know,
connection.
she says things like, I don't care about Christmas, and it's all on public record. It's recorded
She
there.
could give
Yet
two
she never
shits about
suffers.
this country, as far as I can tell.
But she doesn't suffer any backlash for it. She insults Americans. She
She stays
insults
in the
the whole
background. She
Christmas
stays
thing.
hidden the whole time. He only gets to drag her out on special occasions. Probably some agreement they have that she doesn't have to attend all his shit. I don't
But
know.
she still won't
You
hold
hardly
his
ever see
hand.
her.
Well, she doesn't
Yeah.
even
She
live at
still,
the White House.
no,
So
no. But she
not a
still won't
picture of
hold
a
his
great
hand in
American
public.
family. I'll tell you that much.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You know,
no.
the whole ball of
Fine
I mean,
wax.
do you
example.
think
Melania, Eric
do you think
Jr.
his
Don
kids
Jr. and
know
Eric.
that their dad's a pedophile? Do you think his kids know that?
I
They
think they'd
must
be
know
pretty
it.
dumb
They
not
must
to
know. They would have seen the friendship between him and Epstein. They would have. They know. They know. His own
I would
daughter
think.
knows.
I would
That's why
think.
she's so far away. That's why
I
she's
would think.
distanced herself from him. I reckon she
Yeah.
doesn't want to be caught up in that shit.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
She
but I
got
think
nerve.
that's where you get it wrong. He didn't have a friendship with that man.
Yeah, the
He had a business
relationship.
He had a
arrangement.
business agreement with
Yeah.
that.
That guy
Yeah.
did things for him because he paid him. Yeah. It wasn't
It's
a
all about the
friendship.
money.
Well, there are women that say that they seen Trump walk into the room when they knew there was a young girl in there. So there's plenty of evidence. I mean, there's a guy, Occupy Democrats. He's out there on his podcast saying, "You want the evidence? It's fucking here!" And he's showing up subpoenas of where Epstein and Trump were both subpoenaed
Oh,
by a young girl, and they paid him off. You know, and this guy is a
Until that
no one's bringing these subpoenas up from the past. Donnie, you've had 3 subpoenas by 3 young women, you and Epstein. No one brings it up.
I'm
You know?
hoping that this little news story with the release of the Epstein files will stimulate a little bit more conversation in that book, and we get more away from this dog and pony show that Donnie put on with Putin, because that's all this was. This whole bullshit was just really, I think, just to get the news off of Epstein. Let's get a trilateral meeting, a bilateral meeting. Let's have it was Putin's gift to Donald Trump, that whole damn thing, because it's still #1 in the news right now. Not Epstein, but the Epstein files coming out. Let's see if that picks up back in the news a little bit. Because if it does, you can expect Donnie to do something even a little bit more drastic. And that's what worries me. Hey, let me thank R. Hands, who came back with another $20 donation and said, sad fact, over 8,100 people who were picked up by ICE, etc., in the USA have been deported to third countries illegally. Trump did that. Yes. And only a small percentage of them had criminal records. Most of these people that they have rounded up have no criminal records, no interaction with the law. They're law-abiding citizens. They had a job. Hell, they even got a pizza or a food delivery driver today. Was in the news. You know, they're hiding in the bushes trying to jump out and grab people off the street. Everywhere.
Well, you know, I believe they're amongst us. That's why they put their masks on. They'll come into a town, look like tourists, go into your stores, go to your restaurants, reconnoiter the situation, then put on
go around the corner and put their mask on. Yeah,
that's right. And
I have a problem with this mask shit. You can't sell me enough bullshit that is to protect the identity of the officer so he doesn't get harassed. Fuck you. That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
That
well,
is
to
bullshit. It is to
me, they're
hide
criminals
the criminal.
and yep, they're criminals and they're kidnappers.
Yes, you know, they're because you put on a vest that says police, that makes you a cop. Fuck, you can go down and buy that at the damn Halloween store. Looks real authentic. You can go online and buy the real damn thing.
Yeah.
Police, just put a mask on. Just go do whatever the hell you want.
These ones are bought and paid for. 50 grand, bought and paid for.
Well, you get 1,000 a week and 10,000 bonus.
Pays
but
pretty good,
isn't there $50,000?
Pays pretty
isn't
good.
Isn't there $50,000 sign-up fee?
How much would you sell your soul for?
Oh, I've heard different amounts. I heard they get $100,000 a year, and the $50,000 was just the sign-up bonus.
Sign-up bonus.
Yeah. So when you sign up, you get 50 grand. How much is that costing the country? That's why Congress is saying.
Well, hey, we don't need medical care here in this country. We'll just use that money.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We don't need to feed little kids. We don't need to have Medicare.
Education.
That social services shit. We don't need none of that. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and suck it up.
Because we got this whole war on immigrants thing going on. You know, we got to do something about them. Shit.
I'd like to know really how the police, the honest, true cop, you know, the true beat cop, how he feels about all these people being given 50 grand to go and arrest innocent people, whereas they work for 1/10 of that, and they have to play by the rules. You know what I'm saying? That sort of these guys are trained, proper policemen that know what they're doing. Yeah, someone gets 50 grand, he gets 24 hours training of watching Christy Nome's face melt, and then he goes out arresting people.
I gotta assume that it's doing something to their psyche. Yeah.
You would think so, wouldn't you? You would think, fuck, I'll quit the police force and go sign up and be an arse agent and get 50 grand. I can always come back to the police force if I leave on nice terms.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe won't need to come back to the police force.
But these guys, next minute you'll be having Donald Trump's own firefighters. I'll only put houses out if you're a Republican voter.
Yeah,
you know?
Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. In a way, he's already attempted that in California. Not directly,
in,
but
in a
indirectly. Yeah.
in a roundabout way. Yeah.
In a roundabout way, he's trying to do exactly that. You know, it's not. There's no hidden, you know, borderline here that has separated this country. It's Donald Trump that has just driven a dividing line in this country. You know, separated families and friends and also, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Beatty's down there with his hand up there, mate.
Ooh. Well, I was going
Ed
to get
Beatty's
Hank in
down
here.
there
Hank.
as well.
I mean,
Get
Jen, Jerry.
Get,
Wait.
Hey,
let's have a
hey,
party.
hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how you been doing?
Hanging in there, brother. Another day.
Oh,
Another
good.
day in paradise, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just we're getting on here because I want to make sure my Discord is going right because it's been going, been going off the
Oh, you're
rails
coming
here
in
for a
loud and
little
clear,
while.
brother. Loud and
All
clear.
right, so I got everything hooked up right. All right.
Yeah. See, I have to have
Yeah,
kids to do that. That's
yeah,
right.
hey.
That's right.
Well, that's right.
Keep up with the
You
modern
teach,
technology. Have kids.
yeah, teach you a little more later,
Yeah,
huh?
indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
Hey, one thing, going back to Epstein thing, did you know Epstein had Melania before Trump did?
That's the story.
Yeah, that's what they're saying now.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Let's
So,
not go there.
you know, the connection.
What?
There's no denying the
Melania was
connection between
Melania was dating Epstein. Is that right? Melania was dating Epstein. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay.
Epstein had sex with Melania before Trump did.
Well, we don't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know that, but
Hearsay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need to
right.
know
But that's
that.
what. Yeah, that's
can you
what
imagine that?
they're.
Yeah, it's easy to imagine that. You know.
He he probably introduced her to Donald, obviously, and she would have been too tough for Epstein because Epstein had no respect. I mean, Donald's got no respect for women, but Epstein was apparently a bit more misogynist than Don is. But apparently, Epstein was a real arsehole towards women in the way he spoke to them and
Yeah,
all that stuff. He had
yeah.
no
That's what I
class
heard
when it
too.
came to women. Yep. But Trump was the smooth talker. He was the smooth talker.
Yeah.
That's not what
Oh,
I read in that Katie's paper. He sounded like the fiend to me.
Who was
Well,
a fiend?
Trump.
yeah.
Well,
Really?
Trump's never been known as
And
a smooth talker. He's always a pretender. But I don't believe that Barron belongs to Trump. I think Barron belongs to what's that French prime minister?
hairdresser.
Macron.
Macron.
Yeah.
Macron. Ah,
No, the one that was there before him. What's his name?
Oh, I don't
French
remember.
dude. He's
the
a French
French
dude.
president before Macron.
Not French. I'm sorry, Canadian.
Oh, Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Yeah,
Go.
I think
I
there's
don't
a
think so.
DNA
Trudeau.
test in order for that
She did
situation.
have eyes for him. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
she had
The
more
only
than
problem
I.
is Barron looks just like his dad, so I think you're wrong there.
He does, yeah. He does. He does look like Donald.
How can you insult that poor boy? He looks like a piece of shit.
I have
Yeah.
no ill feelings either way about that boy. I don't have any feelings towards him.
I've only ever heard him
Pepe
talk
Le Pew.
once, and that's when he was at the one of the conventions there, and he actually walked up to the Democrats and shook their hands and introduced himself. He was quite cordial. He was very, very pleasant and polite towards the Dems in the room. It was almost like he was being diplomatic, more so than his dad could be. But straight away I seen a politician in him. I thought, yeah.
Well,
If you're walking around,
you know how snakes are.
Yeah.
They'll try to get close to you, and then they'll get the bite on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Did you,
hope the best for the kid, but I wouldn't trust him as far as I could spit.
Well,
did
he's
you
been brought up in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
did you guys
That's
see
right.
how Putin reacted to their meeting with Trump in Ukraine by flying the American flag and the Russian flag on the
Yes.
personnel carrier?
Yep.
Yeah, it's great reaction, huh?
Telling you.
He's actually trying to brainwash Americans to think that you ain't so different than Russians. Let me
He's
tell you,
trying
you
to
are very
sell Russia
different.
to the American people, and he's done that to a certain
Yep.
degree with a lot of maggots. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. All of a sudden, Russia's our buddy? No, I don't think so, baby. I don't think so. And this whole land grab on Ukraine, you could expect more of that shit. He's not done.
One second.
If you
He
walk
wants
through
to
a
reinstitute
Russian
the
supermarket,
USSR.
if you walk through a Russian supermarket, you'll be struggling to find a selection of food. And that's what would happen in America, because Russia's got no real selection of product. Their
They don't
people,
have
when
a
they
whole
go
lot
to
of-
supermarket, there's not a lot of
Yeah.
stock in the supermarkets. And that's what will happen to America, because Trump is just no one wants to do business
The way
with the
he's
man.
handled our trade issues in this country, yeah, that's where we're at now. Prices are going up. Home Depot just came out with a notice that yep, we're going up on prices, and that's Home Depot. Your groceries, you know, the vegetables and everything. That's going to be
eggs
impacted.
went up to eggs were $10 a case, and today I went to go get some, and they're $13, almost $14 a case.
Well, howdy.
Well, some of these videos that I watched
go up, baby.
Yeah.
showed a lady walking through the supermarket, and she was a declared MAGA voter, and she walked through the supermarket with her camera. She said, 2 years ago I was paying $9.99 for this, and today it's $18.99. In 2 years, and she walked to the next product, the next product, the next product, and she proved to other MAGA people and herself that this has been a nightmare. Trump's price hikes the tariffs are hurting you guys badly. And I don't think you've got all full tariffs yet, have
We
you?
have not felt the whole effect of that yet. It's still coming.
There's an old saying, what you voted is what you get. That's what the MAGA people wanted.
That's true.
That's
Hello,
the
Ed.
sad
How are
thing.
you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, John. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
John, I mean, this really got me. If I could go back to the whole Eric thing of going to be president, I mean, what's worse, you're going to have the Trump boys running for president, but don't forget, you have J.D. Vance as president. I mean, what should I say?
Well,
it's going to be
Johnny's still alive.
Scenario. It's a worst case scenario to have the Trump boys to both be in president. You have Eric Trump as president, Don Jr. as president, which is going to be the nightmare scenario that nobody wants. And I'm not buying that picture today with Zelensky and Trump because I don't know what's going on. Both of them are laughing or something. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't look good to my point of view.
They're laughing at Trump.
They are.
Yeah.
He's the laughing stock over in Russia. He's the American puppet to Putin. And the world
what's
could see
worse-
it.
And John, what's worse? Putin wrote his constitution that he would be president until 2036. In another 19 years.
Tell me that that's not in his realm of thinking. Tell me that he doesn't think past 2028. Nobody can do that.
For Putin,
Because
to be
we all
president until
know better. He's
2036.
trying any way
Like
he
Brezhnev.
can.
Hopefully, he won't last that long.
All he has to do is suspend elections. That's it. And he's,
Did you see that
well on his way to trying to create a situation in the atmosphere in this country that something is going to boil over, something that's going to light the keg on fire, and that's going to give him the opening.
Yeah, did you see they sent the 2 ships with 4,000 Marines over to Venezuela?
Over to where?
Where?
Venezuela?
Oh, Venezuela?
Oh, Venezuela.
Yeah. He said that
Why?
they'd gotten too far out of hand, so he sent
With
he
the-
said
with the
two
drug-
ships with
with-
4,000 Marines heading that way.
He's threatening to
He
use
can't do
military
that.
forces. Yeah, there ain't nothing he can't
On
do.
civil-
He's
on
American president.
You can't. Military forces
Yeah.
on civil action is
Yeah.
not a good way to go.
No, it's
Yeah.
not, Dave.
I mean,
No, it's not. But that's what he's contemplating. That's what he's contemplating.
well, I suppose you got to address the crime wave, like in Washington D.C. The crime wave over there is bad.
Yeah, it's
My
terrible.
God,
it's terrible. Don't pay
the-
attention to
you-
the numbers, the percentages, all that. No, it's like we're going to get rid of that too.
Well, the
that's
world
what kills me.
reporting, the world reporting is that the honest truth is being reported to the world that Trump has taken over DC under false pretenses that crime is a problem, whereas
Yes.
crime has been dropping and dropping and
true.
dropping in that state. We know that. We're not getting any propaganda over that. I mean, we're getting the honest truth. Actually, it's you guys that are not getting the facts. Your media has failed you so badly. Your mainstream media. They've been bought and paid
You really
for.
have to question it. You have to, it's up to each one of us to dig and find out what we want to find out. Whatever issue it is that bothers you or something you hear on the news, check that out. Google
Yeah,
that shit.
mainstream media keeps saying washing everything, and that's just not
Yeah,
They
working.
say, the news has become, a 24-hour
Well,
entertainment
fact
source.
Well, they're afraid of getting sued. There's that part.
Yeah, there's that part too.
Hunter Biden's not afraid. He says he's not afraid to be sued for $1 billion.
No.
You can't be sued if you speak the truth. If they
Exactly.
report the facts, they can't be sued. The facts are here are
Oh,
the
you can
figures
be
when
sued.
Biden was in power, and here are the figures when Trump's in power. These figures don't lie because they're facts. Now sue me.
Trump
he can't.
has proven that's a fallacy because he will sue you. Doesn't mean that he's intending to win. It doesn't mean that he's on the right side, that he's got a leg to stand on. He's going to sue your ass. So whatever issue it is in front of him gets tied up in court. That's Donald Trump's game every time, is to tie
And he's
everything
dropped
up
the
in
suit.
court.
And he's relying on that you don't have the money to keep it up.
Yeah. He's banking on that. He's counting on that you can't
You know,
sustain
he hasn't
the
paid.
legal assault.
He hasn't paid any of that money to E.G. and Carroll. He hasn't paid any of that $500 million
It's tied up
fine
in
he's
court.
got.
Why is
He's
that
paid
not distracting?
nothing.
Yeah, he's appealing. Tying it up in
He's
court.
not appealing. He's not appealing to me, mate. He's ugly to me.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, let me thank Susan Rotella. It didn't show up on there because she didn't put a comment in, but she came in with a $20 donation. Susan, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Hey, Dave.
If you don't put a comment, it don't
Yo.
pop up, but I'll try to catch it. Anyway. But
Anyway, Dave.
That's me, mate.
How big are baby ostriches?
Baby ostriches.
Yes.
Well, they come out of an egg.
Yes.
what are
And
you
the
thinking
ostrich
there?
egg
What are you
is.
thinking, Joe?
He wants to eat one.
I'm thinking
well, I
You
eat
have
want a
barbecues
baby
for a
wants to
living.
know what size of them.
I want a baby ostrich to lay eggs, and I won't have to buy eggs. One of those will feed the whole family for a week.
No shit. Make a hell of an omelet, wouldn't it?
I'm telling
It
you.
would. It would.
Just
a
a thought.
an ostrich egg's about the half the size of a coconut.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Make a
Yeah,
hell of an omelet.
I'm telling you.
An omelet for the
And
whole family.
Just a thought.
I don't know if anyone has, and I don't know if you can eat them. I don't know anyone who's tried it, honestly, and I'm Australian. There you go.
Well,
I'm sure
there was-
it is possible, but I don't think you could get an egg because they're protected. You couldn't get an egg.
He might lose an arm trying to get the eggs, what he's saying.
Well, there was a truck stop not far from here. The guy was raising. They weren't ostriches. What do they call those other ones?
Emu.
Emus.
Emu.
Emus. He was raising emus.
No, emu, not emu, emu.
Emu.
Emu, yes.
Yeah, them big,
Okay.
yeah, them
Not
big birds. That's
That
the
big
ones.
bird.
those big birds.
Them big birds.
Well, he was
The-
using he was raising them, and he was using those eggs to make breakfast tacos.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
why I said, well, I know emu is smaller than an ostrich. I said, well, I get a bigger egg.
You wouldn't want to be caught by the emu trying to take his egg. It'd kill you. They are deadly. They're
Well,
like raptors.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
mean.
Boy, howdy shit.
I'm only 5'2", so I know darn well that I'm going to run like hell.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, well, he's just
He's short, but he's fast. Hello, Jorge.
Oh yeah.
Good evening, John.
How are you doing this
Hi,
evening,
Jorge.
my friend?
I'm good. The E. Jean Carroll money, he's still got one court of appeals and then the Supreme Court, and so he's still got two chances to get off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep,
but
tying it up.
the interest is running on it now. It's over $100 million.
You think he'll ever pay it?
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's the
He's never
problem.
paid
Yeah.
anybody.
Because
It
it's gonna be in
stalls
court.
and stalls.
Yeah.
And
Then they
she's,
have to take
and
him to
how old
court
is,
'cause he's
you know,
late
and
on his
how old
payment.
are all these people involved in it? Even, you know, so
I'll
we'll
tell
see.
you one case he's gonna lose. When the angel of death shows up, he can't stall that.
Joe, don't tease me like that, buddy. Come on. You know.
Every day I wake up,
I want him to face justice, mate. That's an easy way out. That he gets away with everything if
That's
he,
true.
if he does it. He gets a
That's
state
true.
funeral. He gets people to cry over his grave.
Oh, if
Yeah,
you were to
I
go
don't
right
need
now,
to
oh my
see
God. They'd hold monuments to him, buddy. They would. The right
Yep.
would just go ape shit over it. No,
Well,
I want to see him brought down. I want to see him proven to be the liar,
Yep.
cheat, and thief that he is.
But John,
you
John,
want to
here's the
see him.
thing.
You
I
want to
wanna ask
see
you
him
that.
in orange.
I want to see him in prison for what he's
Yeah.
done.
John, I
Yeah.
want to say, can I add something? John, can I add something?
Go ahead.
If the
We're
worst
waiting.
does come, how will MAGA react if of his passing? I mean, how will they react? I mean, will they all jump off of bridges? I mean, that I would see. Of course,
If Johnny
jumping
were to
from
put the kick
walking
the
in front
bucket,
of traffic. I mean, that how will MAGA react?
They
to
will
his
rally
death?
behind Vance.
Yeah. Or
you know
Johnson.
that's probably true. They would rally around Vance in honor of Trump.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you got Teal, you know, who's another South African with $1 gazillion dollars. It seems like there's this South African thing going on. If you hadn't noticed.
No, haven't noticed. I'll tell you what. I know
that
how
Musk
I would.
guy,
I would
you
react.
know, we didn't notice that Musk guy, and Peter Thiel, he's another South African basically, and I mean, and they all got gazillions of dollars, and somehow they have a lot of influence in our
Yeah,
politics
yeah.
these days,
Go figure.
a lot.
Go
And
figure
why do you think all those Afrikaners are going to get in with no vetting at all?
None.
And they're blaming the South
Refugees.
African farmers.
The blacks, the
Yeah.
black people, the majority.
The bullshit they sell, baby. Because they
I
think
just
they
gotta-
can play with it, and evidently they can.
See, and there's this constant strain that keeps running through all this. If you think about it, how much of a minority problem does Russia have?
Not much.
None.
Not much.
Not
And
much.
Putin claims to be a white Christian, and they got all whites there, and then you got the Afrikaners coming
You're
in,
implying
and we're
something.
getting rid of people of color, and we're reversing the Great Society and the Civil Rights Act. Yeah, I
Well,
would
we're
think
doing
there's
it away
a
with the
vein here.
museums. Don't want none of that.
There's
history being
yeah,
shown.
we're getting rid of it out of the history.
Yeah.
It's not like ain't my fucking
Yeah.
imagination, folks.
Yeah.
No.
You know?
It's out in
and
the
the
open.
slave
It's
and
blatant.
the slaves had it made.
Wants to
You know,
send
that's how I
us-
say it.
Want to send me and my my heritage to back 100, not even 100 years, 150 years into slavery and segregation.
Yeah.
They want to send the black people back.
Well, the Voting Rights Act. That's a fast way to do it.
It's
Well,
horrific.
Hey
they want to
guys,
end anybody.
And they're
I'm just
redistricting the black districts in Texas to get rid of the Democrat. Jasmine Crockett. Who the hell do you think they were trying to get rid of?
Yep, that's what it
It's
is.
her district.
I just want to bring this up, guys. There's a headline I've just noticed a headline come up on my feed. Trump masked thugs shoot up family car with family inside. So I didn't think these guys were armed. I didn't think these ICE agents had guns. Or these $50,000 sign-ups.
What made you think they had guns?
Well, they
everything I've seen, they've always got a gun slung on their back or on their hip, or they're just maxed out with things.
They sign on for 50 grand, and they get to carry a gun against the civilians. I didn't think that was allowed. I thought you'd have to go through training.
Come on, you think a high school graduate could give him 50 grand so you could buy a new Camaro and give him a gun and he shouldn't be out there patrolling the streets?
Well, if that's the case, I mean, this looks like it might be right. It's fair and balanced, which is on a sky. Yeah, I've put it on Discord, guys. Have a look at it. I don't know. I'll look at it after the show, but yeah, Trump thugs ICE shoot up family car with family inside. So if they've got guns, this is even worse, guys. These are people pulling anyone over.
They're picking up.
I don't see the story, families. But I would not doubt it if because it's just inevitable that kind of story is going to happen with the bullshit that they've tried.
Someone's going to get killed.
Yes.
Yes. I'm waiting for retaliation, and there's drive-bys. Those guys
apparently they're just pulling people over in Washington D.C. with no probable cause whatsoever.
Well, they don't need
just doing roadblocks and
They have an open. What do they call it? An open warrant.
I guess. A license to kill? You mean something like that?
Of course.
Maybe.
And you get guys that
catch this. Mary Caceres is just said in the chat that ICE is armed to the T, and yes, it happened here in California in Monrovia. Nope, they shot that car twice. What if a baby was in there in the back seat? That's pretty. There's a march tonight. We just had 3 raids 1 mile from my house. Boy, howdy shit.
So
I saw a photo at the tomato place, tomato farm, and there was just a line of them. There must have been
this may be the icing on the cake, guys. This may be the icing on the cake.
That's what he's wanting. A police state, not just in D.C. Yep. He
wants
that all over the country.
But he wants us to get used to seeing the military in the streets. And he's doing it in L.A. and D.C. now, and Chicago's coming. You know it is.
Jorge, there was There was a line of ICE agents at the tomato.
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe they went to go pick up some tomatoes.
No, they were there to arrest everybody that was working there.
Yeah, there's a heartbeat of trouble.
But I mean, there was a whole bunch of them.
I tell you what, I mean, and it's going to be, like I said, what was it, the last time we were on? Ohio. They're going to start shooting up people.
Well, Joe, when it comes down to push, comes down to shove, yo es tejano, yo es no pinche gringo, man. No pinche mago.
All I can say is I will defend myself with everything I got until I ain't got no more.
I know you would, Joe, and I worry about that too.
I think I got enough.
I do. I worry about you and Maria, just because of the situation in our country right now.
Well,
absolutely. I worry. Yeah. I don't get much sleep, and my eyes are on my 6 all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're going to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Great conversation tonight. covered a lot of topics and got some real discussion out. Boy, howdy shit. Anyway, Ed.
Yes, John.
Hey, I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, John. Thank you for letting me put my 2 cents in.
Hey, your
Much
2
as I
cents is
can.
welcome here any day. Matter of fact, we need all
John,
your
want to say
2
keep
cents.
fighting the good fight. Heard one of the Texas Democrats is fighting the good fight over there, even though she refused to be escorted by DPS officers.
It is. That's a pitiful situation. What
Yep.
Abbott has done, to waste the
That's
time of officers.
unconstitutional right there.
It is. It is. They've been charged with no crime, and they're suspected of no crime. They're just being shadowed by police here in Texas, land of the free. Home of the brave, shit like that. Anyway, Ed, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. And Jerry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, appreciate it.
Hey, glad I was able to make it in.
You bet.
Now that I got this all fixed, I'll be seeing you on all your shows.
Hey, shit. Table's always open, brother. Table's always open.
Yeah, you got somebody here from Michigan. Well, I know what's your name's from Michigan too. So, but
oh yeah, it's in the name. It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Yeah, right. Good deal. Well, I till we talk to you next time.
All right, Jerry. Take care of yourself.
You too, John.
All right, brother. Oh, why are my dogs barking? My dogs are barking. Anyway, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for everything, brother.
You're very
Brisket
welcome,
was
my
damn
friend.
good. Brisket was damn good.
Okay. I'm thinking of making some tamales.
Don't tease me, Joe. Call me if you do. I'll drive, so you don't have to make the trip.
You betcha.
Yeah, no shit. If
I
you
thought
do,
you.
though,
I thought.
I'll buy
I
the
thought you
damn
were gonna
things.
say. No, I
Right.
thought you were going to say, I'll come help you make something.
I'll help you eat every one of them.
All right.
Until I
Quality
pop.
control.
All right.
Quality control, my friend. We'll see you later.
That's
my
right.
friend.
You got to have testing. You got to make sure the product is good.
You betcha.
You betcha. All right, brother. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Give my best to Maria.
I sure will.
All right, brother. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
And Jorge.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you for coming in. Popped in a little late, but we got you.
Well, I just try to just let y'all know that I'm still around, and
I just tried that contrast between your accent and Dave's. That's all.
yeah. Me and Nan, we're trying to collect enough aluminum cans to make a trip down there to see you.
Well, boy, how shit that? Let me know if you even get close, brother.
Well, I'd like to come down there to Lake Corpus Christi State Park and get together, and I want some of Joe's barbecue.
I'm telling
You got it.
that man knows what he's doing.
I know he does. I've seen the
Yes.
pictures, man. I know
Yes.
what I'm
There-
looking at.
Joe's on another level when it comes to barbecue.
That's
We're
right.
talking
We love y'all,
professional
man.
shit here.
Joe and Maria I will, I will stand the ground with them any day.
Any day of the week, baby. Any day of the week.
You
Jorge,
bet.
take care of yourself.
Love you guys.
My
Sweet
best to
dreams,
Nan.
huh?
You bet. And let me see, Dave.
Yeah, mate. Hey.
Always appreciate your input, brother.
Oh, thank you. And we say goodnight again, and the fight goes on. And
Good for another day.
I'm gonna every time I come on this show, I'm gonna mention Epstein, and I think everyone should put in a little notebook every time I start a conversation with someone. Bring up Epstein somewhere in
You
that
heard anything new
conversation.
about Epstein?
Yeah, keep it fresh
Keep it
fresh
needs to be. It needs
Yep.
to be, and
Yep.
that's what we're gonna. With the files coming out now, it's gonna be back in the news for a while, so we can expect Donnie to do something drastic to get it out of the news again. So pay attention.
Well, I'm expecting someone to leak it all or leak parts of it, whatever. But it's going to come out, and the sooner the better for the country.
It needs to, for the good of the country. All right, Dave.
Good
Take
night,
care of
Mr.
yourself.
Chick.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Good night, mate. Good night,
buddy.
Mr. Chick.
Good night, Dave.
And Miss Chick.
And John. Epstein.
Epstein.
And some more Epstein. Did you hear about Epstein?
Did you hear
I
about
did.
Epstein?
Did you hear
know
about Trump
what
and
I heard about
Epstein?
Epstein and Trump?
What did you hear? Did you hear what I heard?
What did you
I don't
hear?
know. I heard there was.
That's what
I
it
heard there
needs to
was
be,
some
baby.
info.
It needs to stay
Epstein.
in the public eye.
It
'Cause that's the
definitely
only,
does.
take it out of the public eye, it dies. It
There are
goes
women out there that have waited over 30 years. 30 years for some justice.
for some kind of justice out of this. So yeah,
And I don't care whose name's on the list or if
don't
there
give
is
a
a
shit.
list. There should be some
What
justice.
name is on that list? It
I
has
don't
to.
even know.
For our own. What kind of country are we if we turn our back on this? If we can't stand up for this, then what's the point? What are we doing?
Right.
Down to the basics. Anyway.
Oh, and I forgot to mention.
What?
There were 4 women that got arrested last night because they were protesting Nicole Collier, who is trapped in the Texas house.
Texas house.
And there was 4 women outside that were arrested because they wouldn't leave the front steps.
There have been voices out in that hallway.
Yeah,
Protesters.
they.
Standing up.
I think it was the early hours of the morning before they got out of jail. But yeah.
It's
And
ridiculous.
somewhere, and I don't have the link for it, there was a link to support Nicole monetarily, because again, most of your representatives don't get paid a lot, so they do have other jobs.
Yes.
So
they need other jobs because it doesn't pay.
They need
squat.
other jobs.
Yeah, $500 or something like that. Yeah, doesn't pay
Right.
squat. So yeah,
Doesn't pay squat.
that's why they have to ask for that. And if you're in that position, be able to support her, please do.
Yeah,
I've seen her
I
in
don't
there
have
with
the link.
some popcorn and a cup of noodles thing that she had in there, and that's all she can't leave. So
Oh, Dragon's Marine has a good thought there. Let me tell you about the Epstein file.
Epstein.
The courtship of Eddie's father. Remember that? Let me tell you about it. Anyways.
Boy, howdy.
Oh boy, howdy. We had some people share some shit, John. It was
We had
wonderful.
more shit shares. I love
There
the
was some
shit
names
share
that I
part.
haven't seen before, which is always great.
Right.
So we had Frank W. from Indiana, Ken H. from Missouri, Gary C. from Newfoundland, Labrador,
Really?
Patsy G. from Tennessee, Alwyn W. from North Carolina, and Penny S. from Tennessee. They all shared your
They all
shit.
shared this shit. Look at the variety of where that is. It's all around the country, baby. all around
Indiana,
the world.
Missouri, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Newfoundland, Labrador.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not just Americans that are interested in American politics, baby. Because
Not
as
at all.
we've seen, it affects the world, baby. It affects the world. So yeah. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and enjoying the show. I appreciate it very much. Mr. Chick, thank you for everything you do. And Mark, our Blue Dot greeter, thank you for everything you do in the chat there. Boy, howdy, hang on to your britches because there ain't no telling what's going to happen in the next few days. We're going to have all sorts of news we're going to hear. But, yeah, keep an eye on that Epstein shit. Let's see where that goes. Anyway, tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. We'll try to get a rant out, and then we'll be back here on Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So until then, take care of yourself. Do the best you can. Just keep your nose into the news. Know what's going on and be prepared to protest, to use your voice, to call your senator, whatever it takes, baby. And, oh, yeah, put a smile on your face and give that shit away.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, good night, everybody. Good night, Miss Chick.
Good night, John.
We'll see y'all later.